Jurgen, first of all, can I get your reaction to events in Dortmund this week, and also what you made of the decision to go ahead of the game 24 hours later?
Well, first of all, I don't think it's what I say is too important for this, but how probably everybody can imagine, it was a really difficult moment for me because I don't know how often in the team hotel with my team at Dortmund. I know exactly the road, I know exactly the place where it is. A lot of my friends were in the bus. The first, I was on the way home here from Melwood, and actually Matt called me and told me that something happened with the bus, and I tried immediately to get some information. It was strange. I was really concerned. I was scared for them, and then how it was for everybody. In the first moment, it looked like, okay, a little bit of relief or not too serious. Then you've heard about the more information you could get, the more serious it got, and that was really difficult. I had, of course, contact with a few people, but I didn't want to bother them with my silly questions, what I had. So I was waiting like all the rest of the world for more information in the media. Tried to watch everything I could watch, try to get the information I could get. And the last thing I thought in this moment about was the game, actually. Yeah, I watched the game yesterday, and I can 100% understand both sides. So it was difficult to, first of all, to find another date in this really tight schedule, if you want, because when did you want to have to, or when would you want to play the game? But of course, I think everybody would have to understand if you say, okay, we don't play it, we find a solution next week, whatever we could do with that. And I saw the game, and I was really proud of Borussia Dortmund, how they handled it, how they created this atmosphere. And again, the game was not too important, but of course when they then play the game, they try to be at their best. And then heard the interviews after the game, and then I saw the faces of my former players, and I saw the shock in their eyes, and that was really, really hard. So I forgot the game again immediately and only thought about them. So difficult, really difficult, but it's a very serious thing, and that's pretty much all I can say about it. It's it will obviously take time to deal with it in a proper way, because I'm pretty sure if somebody of the people who made the decision afterwards would have been in the bus game, they wouldn't have played the game. So, but when you are not in a bus, I'm sure you cannot really imagine how it was exactly. And the game is over, so it's done. It was a football game, and now they have a few days to what can I say? To try to learn to live with it. That's how it is. And I'm like all the other football fans in the world, but the only difference between me and them is I know all of them. So that makes it more difficult for me, but that's all.
So it says it's difficult to talk about football itself now. We're obviously here to preview a game, but it's difficult now for you to even think about it?
No, that's not. Oh my God! How can I say this? It's difficult to speak about, but it's only because in the world a lot of things happen in this moment. A lot of really difficult to understand things that happen in the world. And as human beings, yes, we are all, as intelligent or smart human beings, we all think about this, but as long as we are not directly involved, we have all this kind of dealing that we say, okay, it's hard, but life goes on if you want. And I see it exactly like pretty much all in the world see it. We should not let them affect our life, whoever it was. And so we have to carry on, and we will carry on. We can carry on. That's not a problem. We can concentrate on the weekend on football. That's no problem. We can concentrate on training. We were not immediately involved, maybe, but for the players that were involved, it's a different situation. So and so I said, we care about them. We think about them, of course, but we have to carry on, and that will happen. So that's, for me, it's no problem to concentrate on our situation. But when you ask me about this, it's different. So,
looking at you, surprised that he's not among the nominations for the FA Player of the Year?
He isn't.
He isn't.
Who makes this nomination?
It's the Professional Footballers Association. The members vote.
All the players?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
then it's their decision.
The nominations are Hazard, Ibrahimovic, Kane, Kante, Lukaku, and Sanchez.
It's not a team, it's one player.
It's a player who is going to be named the PFA player.
One of these players will, okay, they're all good players, huh? So if it's limited at how many players?
6.
So you only can nominate 6 or what?
No, well, it's down to 6 nominations now after the vote from their members. They've obviously narrowed it down, and now
okay, yeah.
the announcement will be made.
Then that's their decision. What can I say about this? I would say a few players could have been nominated, but if not, then we have to work better and harder next year that the players cannot oversee us, if you want. That's not a big problem for me, but yeah, a little surprise, yes.
Lallana and Henderson, fitness-wise, where are they at?
Better, not good enough for the weekend.
With Jordan, are you concerned because it seems to have taken longer than initially maybe you thought?
No, it was clear from the beginning that it's not a fixed time until he's back. We have to wait until he feels absolutely nothing. That's how it is, and that's what we are still waiting for. All what he's doing in the moment, he feels nothing, but we have to make steps to go that he can be part of the team training. That's all. I think with Adam it's a little bit easier to say. Pretty sure he can after. The Crystal Palace game, he will be completely normal in training. That means then, what's coming then? Watford? Right? Probably. Yeah, he's in the squad, or you can think about him then. For the Watford game again, and with Jordan, it could be next week in training, it could be the week after. But I think we are in a good way with him also, and everything will be good. And I'm pretty sure he will have a few games in his days.
Just going back to the Dortmund thing on John, but in terms of security here in England, do you have any concerns about how secure the team is?
No, there's actually nothing to say about because how all of us we do everything we can do. So that's how it is. But obviously there are always a few people around who have new ideas, and can you be prepared for all the ideas around? I'm not sure. So am I concerned? More than before, no. But how I said, that's in all parts of life. We only can give our 100%, and I'm sure everybody is doing this to give you the best security you can have. That's how it is. Yeah, I'm not concerned about this.
Just concentrate on football then. Firmino and Coutinho got a lot of credit last week for the win. In terms, obviously, they're both Brazilians, they know each other well. How important is that partnership they have together? I know it fits into the team structure, but in terms of the way those two work and interact with each other.
Actually, I don't know why we should speak about this. Yes, it's very important that players can play together, but if there are only two, then it's pretty difficult still. So I thought, Gini Wijnaldum said it after the game, I think, that yes, they had a big impact on the game, that's 100% true, but the whole team played better second half. So if he would have played like in the first half, and Roberto and Phil would have been on the pitch, I can't imagine if the difference would have been that big. But with all playing better and these two highest quality players on the pitch, then we could change the game. Yeah, that was fantastic. That was really good. That they are really, really good friends, maybe best friends, helps us a lot. That they play together in the Brazilian national team helps us. That they are both so unbelievably skilled helps us a lot. So, but again, if they would try to do it alone, no chance. So it's about fitting in the game, fitting in the team, and yeah, obviously they're that good that they would fit in nearly each team. So good to have them here.
Anything else, Carl?
You've got 63 points now. I know last week you said that you didn't think 65 would be enough to finish in the top four. Do you look at an eventual points target, or is it a case of one game at a time?
No, I don't think about. I think it's what we can probably say. If we would win all the rest of the games, then we would be in the Champions League. I think it's pretty sure then, even when a few teams have less games than we have, but because they play a few different points against each other, so they cannot get all the points. So that's it. But it will be difficult enough. So no, I don't think about this. I think West Brom is big. The challenge at West Brom is big enough, and that it really earns all our respect and all our concentration. And yeah, that's what we are doing. And it's a normal, or even a little bit longer training week. So we thought it makes sense to use it and to prepare really well on this game, and that's what we did. Yesterday, today, tomorrow, Saturday, so, and then going to West Brom and try to be at our best. I think we should be at our best because West Brom plays an outstanding season. Okay, the last two results, or maybe three results, but I heard something they didn't score or whatever, but yeah, nothing we should think about. We know about their qualities, we know about their style, we know that they are really experienced, maybe the most experienced team in the Premier League, so that's another thing. And they play at home. A lot of things which cost us work, but with nothing else to do, so we go there and we want to show again that we have really big targets this season, and we want to go for it, and that we really fight for the result. And if we can do this, then it's, well, then we have a chance, and that's for me the only thing I think about.
And of those 63, 18 of them have come from losing positions. And I know you don't want to be in a losing position in the first place, but that must make you delighted with the character that your team shows.
Yeah, but it's not a surprise for me. So, but yeah, actually, first of all, you should not be that often in a losing position. But if it happens, you should not accept it. You should fight back. That's what we obviously do. The character of my team was never in doubt for me. So we never give up. I knew it before. We never accept defeat too early in a game and all that stuff. But even so, we lost a few games, and that's all. Yeah, it's better to be first in this little table than to be last in this little table, because everybody will be in a losing position in a few games in a season. So it's all about, yeah, character, of course, shows character, but that's actually what I would expect from us.
Just one on Trent Alexander-Arnold. You've used him in different positions so far this season. Is that part of his development? Are you still trying to work out what is his best position, or is that a strength of his that he can play in many positions?
Actually, okay, we can talk a little bit about Trent, but I don't like too much to talk about single players in a press conference. But Trent is, I think that's no secret, that he's an outstanding talent. And good news, he's our boy. But if you would ask me where he can and should improve most, where's the potential, still the biggest to have is in defense. He played 6 or 8 in the U18. He played a fullback, of course. For us, he played fullback and winger and wingback, I think. and all these positions. That's the biggest difference from youth football to adult football. Is there are only brilliant players around. Point one, most of them are similar, quick as you are. So you have to involve other skills in your game, other things in your game, and that's now the next step for him. Not only for him, for the other young boys too. And that's it. So yeah. He has to improve, of course, in everything, but he can, that's good. But if you ask me, in this moment, offensively, he's closer to his 100% than defense-wise. So, and that's what we're working on. But yeah, actually, I think the games are not part of the education. It's more the training. The games are always, we bring him in the games because we think he's ready to do this. And we don't do it and think, oh, okay. Not sure that he can do it, but let's try. So to do this, our situation is much too serious. So it's really too important what we are doing that we could do things like this. But I spoke to both after the game when we came here together again. So and they were fine. We spoke about it. Didn't like it too much that we made the substitution we did, but from my point of view, it made sense, and I knew they will deal really good with it. But when I spoke to them, then I was sure that he's good, but for them it's all okay, and they still enjoyed the first half, so that's nice.
Alyssa?
Jurgen, some analysis said there could possibly be a clause in the loan deal for Mamadou Sakho, which allows them to buy him automatically after the spell. Can you clarify that situation, whether there is or isn't such a clause?
No, there's no clause. In the loan contract with Crystal Palace, no clause. No.
Glenn, anything to finish up with?
It's Mark Ridge's birthday today. He's been on the bench for the last 3 games. Just can he play a part now in the final 6 games of the season? Is he ready to?
Yeah. In a very good shape, unfortunately, because of injuries and not in a real rhythm, I would say. So when we see him in training in the moment, so it looks really good football-wise, it's really good, but the position he would play in this moment would be kind of an 8. From position 8 you have to do different things, and a few things are not there, naturally there in this moment, because as I said, he didn't play too often in the last few months. And we cannot change this in the moment, actually. So that's it. There would have been different scenarios in which he could already have played in the last 3 games, but then always the games were a little bit like this, and we had to change like this or in another way, and he was not involved, but on a very good way, and so good to have him back.
Okay, final question, but it's just one.
Yeah, just to check really as well, Steven Gerrard and his coaching with the academy, is the next step for him to coach the under-18s next season? Well, it is. What's your take on it?
There's not a real announcement to do in this moment, but what I can say probably is yes. He's doing a real job in the moment at the academy, with his presence and everything, and being around and giving advice and leading little and bigger sessions and all that stuff. So they all enjoy it a lot, especially he enjoys it a lot. And yes, we will. He will be. Is it a manager in the youth also, or is it a coach then?
Coach.
It's a coach.
I think so.
Yeah. So he will be the coach of a youth team in next season. I'm pretty sure. But we will tell you exactly which and. Which team when we want to tell it.
Thanks, guys.